Alright, what's up? I'm back. It's JLE8 here, back with another video. Now again, I know this is another M17 related video and, whatever, but this video is going to be kind of an interesting one, considering you probably clicked on this video. You probably read the title and were like, well, this seems like something interesting, or whatever. Today's video, I'm going to be discussing a little concept. I'm not going to be talking about a specific like M17 mask or anything. I'm talking about a concept in a way. Today's video is going to be talking about the M17 and the ABC-M17. Now, I know you guys are going to be like, wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean the M17 and the ABC-M17? There's no way that could possibly be, um, you know, there's not two masks, right? There's not two different masks, right? And well, you're technically true, all right. That there is no like ABC or M17 and ABC M17 in the way that it's two different masks. They're the same mask, but there is a key difference that I will get into in this video, and kind of explain it to you guys. Because I know that I've seen this a lot lately in the collector community, that people seem to think the ABC M17 was just called the ABC M17, and that the designation M17, like when people call it an M17, that's the incorrect designation. Now, technically, that's not true. And that's what this video is going to be discussing. So, anyways, getting into this video, I guess I'll go over the concept of the M17. Now, as the M17 was adopted in March 1959 to replace the M9 series field protective masks, which, if you're staying tuned on my channel here soon, I'm going to be getting myself an M9. In fact, I have one coming in the mail right now that should hopefully be there should be hopefully a video on that in a few days here on my channel once I get it in the mail. But anyways, it was introduced to replace the M9 in March 1959. And, well, when the mask was introduced, you may have noticed something. All the period documents from the time call the mask M17, or like M-17. You may have noticed that. Like all the early documents refer to it as M17 or M-17. And there's actually a interesting reasoning behind this, and that's because you see the original designation of the ABCM or the ABCM17 was M17. Now, yeah, I've seen this before, like people saying, well, it wasn't called M17, it was called ABC-M17, and that the M17 prefix, like people calling it the M17 is incorrect because that's just a general term for the entire M17 series, which is kind of true, but you see with these early kits, the early masks that dated between 1959 and around 1964 and like maybe even early 65 were called M17. The masks and their kits were called M17. But you see right around in 65, right around there, 65, 66, right in there, they changed the designation of the mask to ABC M17. So really, M17 and ABC M17 are really referring to kits more than anything. Like with the early masks, they were referred to as M17. The early kits were referred to as M17, right? The later ones were referred to as ABC M17. So really, calling an early kit an ABC M17, so calling this an ABC M17, which I have in all my videos, I've referred to these as ABC M17 kind of just for a term of easier explanation and people can kind of understand that better. But really, this is an M17. And this on the right here is an ABC M17. And again, like I said, the only thing that would make this an M17 and the only thing that would make this an ABC M17 is that this right here is a early, ABC M17 before this one was made and issued before the mask's designation was changed to ABC M17. This was made right around when the name designation was changed to ABC M17, and the carrier is marked ABC M17. So there is really a difference there. And also, I'm going to state this as well because you might get confused. Well, what if my kit has a facepiece that's like an M17 facepiece, as in it was made before the designation changed, but it comes with a later carrier? Well, right here, my DT ABC M17 right here, M17. This one was made before the name changed, nomenclature changed. It would technically be an M17 facepiece, though it came with a ABC M17 marked kit or marked carrier, and it came with a later kit. So technically, that one would be referred to as an ABC M17. So really, the term M17 is for an ABC-M17 or M17 face piece dated before like 1965, and if it has the early kit that was referred to as M17. And then these later masks, these later dated masks would be considered ABC-M17. So if you have a later mask with an early carrier, it's still an ABC-M17 kit because it was made at the point to where they were making the switch to the ABC-M17 designation. And if your mask is an early mask, but it comes with a later kit, then it's still an ABC-M17. The prefix M17 was really only applied to these early face pieces with the early carriers, which, hence the reason why you see these early carriers just say M17 instead of ABC M17, which is kind of an interesting, thing to talk about here real quick. Everyone will refer to these as ABC M17s, but even the carriers themselves refer to them as just M17, and that's just kind of a concept. It doesn't seem like everyone kind of catches on to, but again, that's why I'm explaining it here is with these early kits, they were referred to when they were adopted as M17, and that the nomenclature change to ABC M17 was changed sometime, went into effect sometime around 65 or 66, right in there. I'm not sure of the exact, time that this change happened, but I can tell you it was right around 65, 66, right around the adoption of the M17A1 was when they changed the nomenclature to ABC M17. And this could have likely been because of the, M17A1 being adopted, that the term M17 was a general term for the mask, so they wanted to distinguish it a bit more. I'm not exactly sure what it was for the designation change, but that is kind of just up to speculation because at the moment I have no definitive information as to why, or any definitive reason as to why they would have changed the nomenclature of the mask and kit when the M17 right around when the M17A1 was adopted. But that would just be my guess, is they changed the name to ABC M17 to make distinguishing the masks easier because M17 was more of a general term at that point. But anyways, I guess that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video. I just want to make a short video here kind of explaining the whole thing between, the whole concept behind, and the misinformation and, confusion behind the M17 and ABC M17 debacle, and whether M17 is a correct designation or whatever for the mask and not just something made up by collectors. But like I said, and as I stated in this video, M17 was indeed a correct designation for the mask and kit if it was made before a certain date and issued before a certain date, which is right around 1965, 1966. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for that M9 video that I hopefully will have up here soon. I might do an unboxing, we'll see. And I'll see y'all later.